Whoops. I'm just sharing the link. Okay, all shared. So hi, welcome to the afternoon stream. So yeah, I'm just going to try doing this stream at 2 p.m. So it's 2 p.m. Thursday afternoon UK time. So we'll just see how it goes. I like trying new things, so not all new things, but I like trying some new things. So yes, welcome to the afternoon stream. So it'll be the same as normal in that it's going to be roughly about an hour. And again, you ask questions through Skype. My Skype is Rebekah Maroon. Yeah. So I'll just speak. Oh, out of focus. What's happened there? Will it refocus by itself? I moved forward, went back. Oh, there you go. That's strange. If I move, it changes. So yeah, just to re-advertise, I suppose. I'll be doing talks in London at my friend's workshops. He does theatre, non-duality and theatre stuff. So that'll be the 11th of December. I think it's like 8 hours. It's an 8-hour workshop. So, but yeah, the link is on my website. You'll find it under upcoming events at the bottom of that page. So, and if you book before November the 30th, I believe, it's a cheaper price than booking after. So just to put that out there as well. So yeah, so the talk today is, oh, that's lovely. Nothing is wrong with the way it is. Nothing is wrong with the way it is. It's a beautiful title. So this is heaven. This is heaven, which is another way of saying that nothing is wrong with the way this is, that this is perfection. This is perfection. Whoops, oh no. I hovered over something. There you go, it's gone. This is perfection. And that sounds like a crazy thing to say. A crazy thing to claim that this is perfection. When you think of it through the mind, when you think of it based upon the stories you've heard of what people are experiencing, what's going on in the world, what's happening over here, what's happening with these people. All the stories you might think about what's happening in your life, with your problems, your situations that are going on. It might sound very crazy. It may even create anger in hearing that, hearing someone express that this is perfection. But it could also bring up a lot of joy and a lot of resonance with that as well. That this is perfection. That nothing is wrong with what is happening. That this couldn't appear any other way. What is happening couldn't be different than the way it's happening, the way it's appearing. And there's nothing wrong in it. There's not something missing. There's not something out of place. There's not something that is there that shouldn't be there. This is total perfection, total wholeness. It isn't divided into small pieces. It isn't in time. It isn't moving. It isn't changing. And yet at the same time, it seems to change. There's an appearance of change, an appearance of movement. But ultimately, that is an appearance of it, an appearance of things, an appearance of pieces or different parts, an appearance of quality. So you could say this is red, this is green, this is hard, this is soft. There's an appearance of qualities, an appearance of difference and separation. This is this isn't that. An appearance of that. But actually, that isn't true. That isn't. If you like zoom into that this and zoom into that, then you will see that they aren't different. There isn't anything in that, and there isn't anything in this. They aren't. There isn't anything there. So therefore, it's not different. This is that. That isn't this. There is no difference. It's the same thing ultimately. It's all made up of the same thing. And that same thing isn't a thing. It has no substance to it. It has no quality to it. It gives the appearance of quality. It gives the appearance of form, of difference. But actually, if you peel the layers back, you won't find anything. You won't find something separate. You won't find something independent. And this is what non-duality is describing, that this isn't divided into parts, isn't divided into me and you, this and that. That is only the way it looks. It seems to be like that. And what seems to happen is this identification with the way it seems to be, identification with this at play. Could call it an illusion, but it's more like describing it as like a play, because it seems to be there, like an illusion. It seems to be there, but it isn't what it looks like it is. And this is the pain or suffering of humans, is that there's been this identification with the appearances, identification with the forms and how they appear to be, identification with the labeling and the naming of things, believing they are separate and real, independent, believing that I am something separate, real, independent. And so what's being pointed out is the not truthness of that isn't true. That one who feels they are sitting here listening, they are sitting here speaking, they are sitting here doing, isn't actually someone separate, isn't actually a separate entity. It just believes it is. It just feels like it is. But how could it be? How could it be? So in its own dream of being separate, it believes everything else is also separate, and it believes its life is real. It believes its stories are real. It believes its journey is real. That it really is a person, a separate experience. But that really is suffering. That really is suffering, to feel and believe that you exist as someone, that you are a movement in time, you are a movement in a story, that you are something. but it's not true. It's not true. No, I'm about to say it in French. I couldn't remember what it was. Ce n'est pas vrai. Ce n'est pas vrai. I'm not sure. Ce n'est pas vrai. I don't know. I don't know it in Spanish yet. It's not true. No, I don't know. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. No, no. Ce n'est vrai pas. Ce n'est vrai. Doesn't sound right. Ce n'est vrai pas. Ce n'est pas vrai. Yeah. Ce n'est vrai pas. Forget it. Ce n'est vrai pas. So I mean, why is that important? But it's so important to hear this. It's such a blessing that this is spoken. This is pointed out. Like in a dream of separation, this seems to be a dream of separation. In the human world, there's a dream of separation happening. And so to point out that it is a wonderful celebration, that it pierces through the dream and points out the dream. Like I'm imagining like in a boxing ring where the woman has the board and goes round with the board. Like it's a dream, it's a dream, it's a dream on the board. This isn't true, it's not true, it's not true. Or in that film with that They're Alive or something, with the glasses, putting the glasses on and seeing, oh, this is not actually true. We're being hypnotized into the story of personhood. So yeah, this is definitely a message of celebration. A celebration. And therefore, so going back to the title, nothing is wrong with this. I can't remember what the title is now. Nothing is wrong with this. As it is, whatever. Nothing is wrong with this. This is perfection. This movement back, this movement, this waking up out of that dream. And also the human becoming more easy. Understanding the human more is also wonderful. that movement of the human becoming more easy. So beautiful. It's a beauty. What a beaut. Okay, so I'll just put on there. I'll put. Oh no! I haven't got my Skype on ready. The computer's not on. But I'll just put on chat while I'm loading my laptop up. If it works this time. It didn't work last time when I tried to do it mid. Let's see. It's gonna work. Very good. Is that from Muji? Very good. Very good. I think so. I can't remember now. Someone says it anyway. Very good. Very good. So if you'd like to ask a question, then you can now do it on Skype. And you can call in. But yeah, maybe it's best to message first and say you want to call in before, just so we keep it nice and tidy. Okay, Skype is on. Active. My eyes go funny with this laptop. Go back a bit. My glasses, but I can't find them. Bit in the kitchen. Okay. So there's no questions at the moment, so I'm going to just. Okay, so there's no questions. Maybe the new time has made it a bit weird. I don't know. Oh. Oh. It's okay. It's okay. Sebastian saying he's searching for questions, but yeah, that's not necessary to search for questions. The reason why I say you can ask questions now is if there's a genuine like question that comes up to be spoken, then yes, but not to look for a reason, to look for a question like it's not yeah, it's not necessary. I'd prefer a genuine question, like a genuine feeling you want to ask or to say something. And why would you even look for a question? Why would you be trying to ask a question if there isn't one naturally coming up? Why would you even be looking for one? If it's out of like sympathy for me, then it's not necessary either. Totally okay. Just being here. It's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. Like I want to interact. I want to express this, and speak to people and express it, but I don't need to. It's also okay. It's also okay just sitting here quietly. Maybe it will. What's that? Maybe. Thanks. Maybe later. Maybe it will get me somewhere. What a question will get you somewhere. Maybe it will get me somewhere. Yeah. But that's a total dream that it will get you somewhere. That there that there is a you, that there is somewhere to get to. That's a total dream. It's a total dream. The person wants to believe it's real, it wants to believe it actually exists. It wants that to be confirmed, that there is somebody, but it's not true. It's not a person. There is just this happening. There is just this happening. And it doesn't belong to someone, it doesn't belong to a person. These words don't belong to a person. These actions and movements don't belong to a person. Not just here, but also there, also in that body's experience. It's not a person. And that's the suffering, trying to own these things, trying to own the thoughts, own the feelings, own the behavior, as if it's mine, it's me. And this is the illusion. It doesn't belong to anyone. These happenings happen. And it's just part of this flow, part of this seeming movement, this appearance. So who is this me? Where is it heading to? Where is it on a surfboard trying to get somewhere, surf into a future? Thanks, Sebastian, for your kind of question. Your non-question question. Okay, thank you, Sebastian. Anybody else want to call in and speak, or? Kwabena. Hello, Rebekah. Hi, Kwabena. Hello, all. Okay, maybe we finish there. Oh, Sebastian said something. Will you always stream at this time? I think so. At least for a time. I'm not sure how long for. I was just going to try it out, but I like it. It seems quite nice to do it early on. I'm less tired. Yeah, the children are at school, so I can do it. Yeah, so I think it's going to work. But we'll see. Oh dear. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm going to stick to this for a while anyway and see how it works out. But yeah, I'll be here next Thursday at 2. But I'll always post it. I'm not going to be here. I'll post it on my Facebook page, so you can check on that. My website maybe, but it's hit and miss. So maybe check Facebook more than the website. But yeah. So, thank you. I was gonna questions coming. I'm just about to leave. Okay. Hi Rebekah. Hi Jason. Which is true? There is no you, or you are. So there is no you. That's one question. Or you are everything and nothing. The second one suggests there's still a you. You are everything and nothing. Well, you could say that both of them suggest that there is someone to speak to. So there's no you. Who's that being spoken to? So you could say both of them suggest there's someone being spoken to in a way, but put that aside. So there is no you, or you are everything and nothing. Which is true? Well, ultimately, neither of them are true. This is language. These are words being spoken. How can it be true? Neither of them are true, ultimately. Yeah, I think that's my answer. Neither of them are actually true, but also both of them are. Both of them can be expressed, but neither of them are actually true. And that's what's impossible about non-duality. You can't. It's what's impossible about it. It's so magically beautiful. It's impossible. It's so beautiful. The impossibility of the mind to grasp this. It's just so beautiful. So yummy. Yeah. Like you can't contain this in a phrase, in a catchphrase, in a thought, you can't contain what this is pointing to and what it's describing. It's beyond all form, all language. It's just language. It doesn't mean anything. These words don't mean anything. They don't mean anything. We get so hooked on words and meaning. We argue over words and sound. No, this sounds right. No, this sounds right. These sounds don't mean anything. We use them to communicate. As humans, we have language. We can express things in language. We can describe things in language. But actually, none of that is true. It's just a way of us functioning. Just the way we as humans function in language and words and meaning. But we get so lost and attached and identified with all of that. None of what is being expressed is true, and that's the freedom. That's the beauty. That's the peace. That's the joy. This isn't true. Sorry, this is a difficult question to phrase. Yes, both suggest there's a you, but we hear speakers say both, and they seem to contradict one another. Yeah, words do that. Words contradict each other. But that's the beauty of non-duality, is contradiction, is constant paradox of this and that simultaneously. You can't pick a side. You can't choose one over the other. Both are true and both aren't true. And this is the impossibility of it to the intellect and to the mind. It's beyond that. It's beyond that. You're not going to find it in the intellect or find it in the words, in the language. Hear this. Hear ye, hear ye. I was imagining one of those. Hear ye, hear ye. This is the celebration. This is the joy. This is it. 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 This doesn't sit in the concept of there's no me or there's no one, or doesn't sit in that. It's here. It's here. It's here. This being, this joy is here. This freedom is here. Oh, it's so beautiful. Flap, flap, flap. Rebekah, do you have any tips on not losing the experience of freedom? Yeah, you can't have it. That's the best tip. You can't have it. You can't have freedom. Freedom is beyond you. It is without you. It is. So there's no way of losing it because you can't ever have it. That is freedom. But it has nothing to do with you. That is freedom. Da, da, da. Identification dropped away for you. Did you ever have moments of re-identification? Definitely, always. Definitely, always. But also at the same time, it can't be true. So in a story to describe it, I would say yes. Yes, lots of unconscious beliefs and ideas. And that will never, I don't feel, will ever end. There's always going to be unconscious beliefs and ideas. So in a story, you can say yes. But ultimately, no. This has nothing to do with the story, nothing to do with a character or a human. And the mind can't hear that because it's not to do with it. The mind can't get out of the mind and observe it. It can't ever know what's being spoken about. But something else is already free, already here, free. Isn't contained in that story, that character. It's free. Always free, regardless of what's happening, regardless of the dreaming that's happening. Freedom, freedom. So yeah, that's the tip. Nothing to do with you. It's here. Thanks, Kwabena. Kwabena. Thank you, Jason, as well. Okay, maybe a good time to end the stream. Thank you for joining and sharing, and yeah, really lovely to share at this time. So thank you, and yeah, I'll be back next week at the same time, 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. UK time, so you can join then to ask any questions. Oh, thank you. Lots of love. Bye.